Love might be blind, but we are not. Love is Blind is filming here in Minneapolis. We had Vanessa Borland on yesterday. She was a contestant in Love is Blind. Give us the download. Check that podcast out from yesterday if you want to hear the behind the scenes. Love is Blind is based on the idea these couples meet in these pods where they can't see each other. They have to talk to each other and figure out who they want to get engaged with. Yes, engaged for marriage, that they will be married in 1 month. We are officially out of the pods. These people have partnered up. They know who they want to be with. And they head off to Honduras for an amazing vacation with each other, full of sex, fun, for some.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kick it off.
Also, should we acknowledge that Brittany and I are watching now?
Yes, I think we need to start with that. And I would love to know a few things.
Yes.
First off, there was one consensus for the two of you is that there was one person who is the hottest of all of them. Mm-hmm. How'd you feel? Did you still feel that way when you saw some of these people physically? Some surprised you?
I don't think Alex, I wouldn't say he's like not attractive, but he's not like the banger. I thought he'd be Alex.
Yeah.
And I didn't necessarily mean specifically them, just anybody. Did you get thrown for a loop a little bit? Did someone look completely different than what you thought?
Yes, Lauren.
Oh,
Lauren
really?
looked different than I thought she would. Sarah looked a little different than I thought she would. And
well, I thought
those are the main two. There was like,
I was convinced, like, again, there was a lot where I was, all the women are insanely hot. I just feel like they are.
Yeah. It's just like, I thought you'd be blonde.
Yeah.
You're not.
I think that the Ben and Sarah of it all, Ben, I really had an idea of kind of a D-bag look, and he looks a little nerdy in a hot way. Like, I like the way Ben looks. I thought I was going to go, ew. We nailed it with David. I'm so sorry. We nailed it with David. That man thinks he is very fine. And that is all I will say, because I might run into this person because they're running around here in Minneapolis. David really thinks that he should always be on the upgrade of every aspect. May it be his flight, may it be his women. He is convinced he deserves better.
Yep.
And I don't think that aligns with his face or personality.
Nope.
Let's kick it off. Should we kick it off with David and Lauren?
Yes.
Yep. David and Lauren, the real problem we're coming with is that David found out once he got his phone back that Lauren had hooked up with a friend of a friend like a week prior or than filming this. And he has him asking the question, how dare you date somebody if you think you're going to go meet your husband in a week?
I feel like he's super overreactive about this.
I feel like
he's looking for an excuse.
I feel like he cares so much what his friends, sister, and all of them say so much. This person is the worst kind of person to be in a relationship, because you're not in a relationship with David. You're also with Jake, Phil, Tim, Danny, Andrea. Yeah, they're literally can't make their own decisions. He is a mess.
I just feel like it's always so hard for them. Even when they were in the pods, it was so hard, and it just makes me sad for them.
It makes me sad that Lauren still wants him so bad, because Lauren talks to him like a toddler on their like Honduras trip. Like,
I know.
Okay, now that you felt that way, would you rather? It's like, that's not how you should get to talk to your partner.
Yeah, that's my hardest part is your partner, the person you are going to marry, is sitting down telling you exactly what happened, step by step, beat by beat. Her best friends are sitting there telling you beat for beat, step by step what happened, and you get done listening to it all, the person you're going to marry, and your response is, I just don't know what to believe.
Well, it's that and it's this matter.
Perfect reenactment.
It's this, like, the last time that they see each other, they're going to host a party. He's asking, should these friends of mine come? And she's like, I think it should. I just want to, like, put this to bed. This is either going to work for you and I, or it's not. Like, that's the end of the day. And by the end of it, and he's like, I just want to go see my friends. You're like, no, he wants to go out and get drunk with his friends because he was just on Love is Blind and he can get hit on by hot chicks. Like, I don't even think it's as simple as a hot chicks thing. I think he's so obsessed with his friends and, like, not and he's terrified of confrontation. She's like trying to work through it, and he's like, I don't know, I'm gonna go sleep at my apartment. Okay. I do think that he's like going after, he wants to go out so he can get hit on. He just needs somebody, because like the fact that he picked a girl that, oh my God, had sex with someone else, like it's insane, by the way, his behavior about the whole thing. But it's like he needs to go get hit on with his buddies and grow out.
And he's the one who came into the pod, don't forget, and just talked about, like, I need to change because integrity has always been a struggle with me. And I would go out to bachelor parties and all these women would flock to me and I just, accept it. And now I have to change. Wait a minute, what?
Okay, I hope Dave or Dave's family or friends are listening because they're here in the Twin Cities. Dave, if the person you're with is that hot and isn't having sex, there's something wrong with that. I mean, I shouldn't, that's the wrong thing to say. But I'm saying it's not that crazy for Lauren to have a booty call on call. She's beautiful. She's intelligent.
And honestly, like when you're single, I did this right before I met Jordan. I was talking to someone because I was lonely. I just wanted to be like, hey, I am like alone on a Tuesday night. Like, let's hang out. It doesn't matter.
Or I ran out of chips and I thought maybe this person will bring me some chips. You know what I mean? Like there's so many reasons. Matter. It doesn't matter. Monica and Joey, that's probably our most likable couple. They're both very tall. The first ones to partner up in the pods. Thoughts on Monica and Joey?
Number one, did you guys see she reads fairy porn?
Yes. I did not.
Because I noticed in her bookshelf.
I noticed her ACOTAR was, right away.
Right away. Okay, just had to get that out of the way. I thought that their relationship was really fun and goofy in the same way that it was in the pods and in Honduras was the same way that they were at home. Like her family was goofy and fun. Let's play this music game. And then all of a sudden, the sister, like, I'm an older sister, someone who's 6 years younger than me. So like the age difference thing with her and her sister, like I do get being protective. But I feel like she was kind of rude as hell and like weirdly jealous that her sister was maybe going to get married before her. Like I don't know what it was, but there's some dynamic there that put a huge damper, I think, on Joey and Monica's relationship. Like they basically said that. And I respect that Joey in a very loving way kind of called out Monica and said, like, listen, like, I don't know. I don't think I did anything to really offend her to make her not like me.
Yeah. I do think his communication is top tier. And I love that. My only thing is with them is sometimes when they say opposites attracts, I find that to be exhausting because she's supposed to solve his, and he's not saying that, but like his OCD is obviously plays a big factor in his life. And he's like, no, it'll be good for me that you're going to push me out of your comfort zone. And that can get old real quick.
Yeah.
And I hear that. And I think I told you, like, if it was reversed, I think I would have had a bigger issue with the relationship. I think Joey, we saw it with the sound machine and we saw it with all these little things.
Yeah.
He is okay with changing and wants to change because I think he really, really, really loves Monica. And I think something like that, and again, the yin and the yang of the two of them, I think is going to work.
Yeah.
At least maybe that's just my wishful thinking.
Yeah.
But I think he'll find a way. He'll find it in his heart.
And we would be remiss to not touch on David and Lauren. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Ben and Sarah. Ben is the one that has gone viral because somebody had made a TikTok about dating him. That was finally addressed at the tail end of the last episode we saw on Love is Blind. Do we believe Ben not remembering the interaction he had with a way that he ended a relationship with this TikTok girl?
You go first.
No.
Okay.
On three.
I think here's how I feel about Ben. I wish I didn't know what the drama was because Brittany and I were trying to like kind of stay blind to it. I got like a drive by. Oh, the guy with the drama.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hutch. Next door, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, Hutch.
So I knew there's something with him. So this whole time I've been like, he's not a good guy. I've had this like in the back of my head, but I haven't heard him. I don't love that he doesn't like to take opinions on things.
Yeah.
But I also know a lot of people like that just don't want to upset anybody
very
or have
Minnesotan.
any kind of confrontation at all.
Yeah.
I watched this and I liked that his friends didn't seem like the plastics that I thought he'd be friends with, number one. And number two, I listened to this story and I'm like, if he's telling the truth, and I kind of feel like he is, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's all been blown so far out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like
my issue is he just won't face it head on.
Yeah.
And that's the problem because Sarah is absolutely the person who wants to face this head on and wants to be like, we're getting married. I need answers. I don't need you to say I don't remember.
Yeah.
Tell me what you do remember.
Yeah.
Like give me something.
Anything.
Because he's giving absolutely nothing. And it's the same reaction he had when some hot button topics came up earlier in the show. Right. And it's just, that's his personality. And I think that's the biggest problem with the two of them.
Yeah.
Sarah doesn't want that.
Sarah's so strong, so smart. The way that she handled it, I was like, amazing. She said, listen, I understand this was 4 years ago. If you even did ghost this lady or did something, just tell me.
Yeah.
But if I find out another way, we're done. We have a problem. I can't trust you. And I said,
amen, sister.
Queen. But you're right, Kendall. I don't think what he did was so crazy.
Yeah.
But the avoidance of kind of digging in and going, what did I do? That red flag for me.
Same.
It could be a problem in their relationship in general. I will say, as someone who married somebody who, quote unquote, ghosted a chick after he met me.
Yeah.
I've ghosted people. I'm like, I think
I don't think it's the crime. I think 100%. It's the cover up.
I think I'm leaning back into, though, like how much drama was around this guy. And like when you learn about it and you go, okay,
I know
this was so blown out of proportion.
I do feel like we all feel strongly that Devin and Virginia don't feel like a great fit. And we can definitely get into that. We'll get into that maybe on Monday around that. But then we do have to mention Danielle and Taylor. I'm going to be honest. I'm terrified of both their families.
I love them. They're so Minnesotan.
They're so Minnesotan. But when they said, we don't get divorced in this family, I go, like, that scares that people saying that scare and I get it. Like, you don't want to, but also, what? Like,
I know. Actually,
maybe we shouldn't get married, Danielle and Taylor, because I feel like your family will be really pissed if you get divorced.
I just loved them. I loved everything about like the way that they handled the confrontation that they had once they got out of the pods. I love the way that he's like, I actually didn't apply for the show. They came to me and my sister's blind. I thought it'd be a beautiful way to meet someone. Like, I love all the things about them. And I know, but like Virginia and Devin, the only thing I gotta say, I actually really like their prenup combo. I think we are in a pace in the world where we can go, yeah, if a divorce happens, it's one less thing we'd have to worry about.
Yeah, I don't think that was a big, I think we all agree on that. I will say this about Danielle and Taylor's family. I think it's the only human response I've ever seen that would mimic what a normal person would probably do.
Yeah.
Like that mom being pissed off.
Yeah.
You got engaged.
I've never met this person. You know what I mean? Like, and I go, I'm so scared of them because they are so strong. So like, that's exactly how you should probably react.
And I just love this season, and I've seen all this on social media. As they said, this should be the Love is Blind Sisters edition, sister season, because you've got Monica's sister, you've got, again, Daniel and that awesome story with his sister, and then you got the sister reacting to the prenup conversation. You got David and his sister, if there is actually a David sister, and then also you've got Ben and Sarah's sister. So again, it's just really funny how it's all about the family members and how that dynamic is working out.
Sisters, we can help you, or we can hurt you.
We will break you. Next week, today dropped 3 new episodes. So if you want to keep up, we're going to probably recap it maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll get on that. Love is Blind. But yeah, we'd love to hear your opinions. Give us comments, subscribe, all the fun things, but also just message us. We love talking about it.